Okay, we continue with sports this morning on the breakfast show Rapid Dawn, and I am Ijoma Victor. Now, Morocco sent out one of the co-hosts, that is Canada, out of the World Cup. England even did worse by also sending out Mexico after a perfect run from the Mexican side out of the World Cup as a co-host. And now only for Belgium to do the needful by sending the United States, the third and final host of the 2026 World Cup, packing out of the tournament. Well, it was indeed a sad one for the United States as their hearts were broken, especially for residents in Seattle. Now, for Cristiano Ronaldo, it was a sad one yesterday also as Portugal fell under the knife of Merino as they also crashed out of the World Cup. Talking about Portugal and CR7, which many know him as Ororo. Well, he's out of the World Cup. And now all eyes will be on Messi, Kylian Mbappe, and even Helen Brut Haaland as they continue their run with the World Cup. We'll still give you all the updates coming from the World Cup. Let's begin with tennis this morning. Now, let's tell you that Nigeria's youth table tennis team has intensified preparations for the upcoming ITTF African Youth Championship and Cup with an intensive training camp in Babcock University. Now, the training camp will play a crucial role in determining the final squad that will represent Nigeria in Accra, Ghana, with players' performance serving as the main criterion for selection. Now, the reigning African champions at the under-19 and under-15 level will head into a competition without Muiz Adegoke and Abdul Fatai Abdul Basit, who are no longer eligible after surpassing the age limit. Now, attention will now shift to West African champions Kuti Matthew, who is expected to provide leadership and experience as Nigeria aims to defend its continental title when the championship gets underway in Accra next week. Now, the Nigerian team will be hoping to maintain its dominance on the continent with another strong showing at the prestigious youth tournament. Now to football and the Olympics. Nigeria's under-23 head coach Eric Sekoshel has reportedly identified 35 foreign-based players eligible to represent the Olympic teams as preparations begun for the country's next Olympic qualification campaign. Now, Chel, who also serves as head coach of the Super Eagles, has intensified effort to assemble a competitive squad capable of returning Nigeria to the men's football tournament at the Olympic Games after missing the last two editions. Now, the Malian tactician is said to be scouting extensively across both the Nigerian Premier Football League (NPFL) and European clubs, with a focus on identifying the country's most promising young talent. Now, among the overseas players reportedly under consideration are newly signed Brighton and Hove Albion winger Zadok Yohana, RB Leipzig winger Suleiman Sani, and Famalicão forward Umar Abubakar, all of whom have attracted attention for their performances at the club level. Now, the reported shortlist also features Promise Meliga of Norway's Kristiansand BK, Mubarak Suleiman of Slavia Prague, Afis Umar of Fredside Reims, Emmanuel Michael of Austrian club LASK, Emmanuel Godwin of Czech Republic outfit FK Pardubice, and Akpa Victory, who plays for Hungarian side Zaligazeg. And this breadth of reported list reflects the growing presence of Nigerian young players across Europe's top emerging football leagues. Now, with talent currently developing in England, Germany, Portugal, France, Austria, and the Czech Republic, Norway, and Hungary, Chel is expected to combine the best performing foreign-based prospect with some standout home-based players as he builds a squad for the upcoming qualification series. Now, Nigeria's last competed in the Olympics, in the men's Olympics football tournament at the Rio 2016 Olympics, where under-23 Eagles won bronze medal. Now, the team has since failed to qualify for Tokyo 2020 and Paris 2024 Olympic Games competition. Now, although no official squad has been announced, the reported watch list provide an early indications of the players being monitored by Eric Chell. Begins preparations for the under-23 team's forthcoming assignment and the quest to return Nigeria to the Olympic Games. And we head straight to the World Cup. Yes, mouth-watering fixtures are played at the early hours of this morning, where the United States of America and Belgium clashed in Seattle. And I'll tell you that the U.S. is officially out of that tournament. Now, looking at the highlight that was played in Seattle, we saw what the Belgian team can do, especially when they know what is at stake for them to get into the next round of games. Now, it was 4 goals to 1 in favor of the Belgian side, who made sure that they edged out the United States 4 goals to 1 in that particular game. Now, looking at it, there was also controversy, especially looking at the red card that was overturned, probably the suspension that was overturned by FIFA, and in which Belgium also cried foul, and even the confederation in charge of football in Europe also cried foul. Meanwhile, it was Belgium who drew the first blood in the 9th minute, with a talisman equalizing for the United States, I think about 21 minutes later. Now, it was a second goal for Cartier, who made sure that before the hour mark, it was 2 goals to 1 in the 33rd minute. Now, Van Aken also got the third goal in the 57th minute, and it was Romelu Lukaku who likes putting icing on the cake. Yes, making sure that Belgium walloped, dismantled, destroyed, and made sure that the United States are out of the tournament. So let's see how it pans out for the Belgium team as they continue their push for a place at the USA, talking about the FIFA World Cup 2026. Meanwhile, in the other game also played, let's tell you that in the game between Spain and Portugal, yes, Mikel Merino, yes, scored a late goal to send Spain past Portugal in the round of 16 on Monday and into the FIFA World Cup quarterfinals for the first time since they won it all in 2010. Now, with the game looking like it will be heading straight into extra time in Arlington, Texas, a Ferran Torres through ball sprang Merino in the penalty area and slotted home past Diego Costa to give Spain the breakthrough goal in 1-0 win over their neighbors on the Iberian Peninsula. Now, it was Merino who had been knocked down and a foul was called, while Portugal player argued. Merino played the ball back in, ran towards the goal and put a shot past goalkeeper Costa after taking a pass from Torres. Now, there was some nervy moment down the stretch for Luis de la Fuente's side as Portugal twice came close to leveling the score, but Spain clung to their lead in a game that could be the last, yes, the very last for Cristiano Ronaldo in a Portugal shirt. Now, Spain now awaits the winner of Monday's game between Belgium and the United States. I think that is already confirmed. It will be Spain and Belgium. Now, they will face Belgium in the quarterfinal, talking about Spain. Now, that game will go down at the Sophie Stadium in Inglewood, California. Now, for Ronaldo, who was visibly upset after the final whistle was blown, was trying to get Portugal to the quarterfinals in a second consecutive tournament for the first time after reaching the stage at the 2024 European Championship. Instead, the legendary striker's career on soccer's biggest stage is over for the all-time leader in international goal. That's Cristiano Ronaldo. Not a happy man. Yes, He didn't expect that it would be done and dusted, and he was really angry and furious. CR7, Cristiano Ronaldo. I think when it comes to football on the world stage, it is over. Now, let's also tell you that Portugal's coach, Roberto Martinez, confirmed that he is leaving his job as a Portugal coach after Monday's 1-0 FIFA World Cup round of 16 defeat to Spain, while, denying the result was a failure. Now, substitute Mikel Merino scored in the 91st minute at the AT&T Stadium to see Spain progress to the quarterfinals as Cristiano Ronaldo made his last World Cup appearance. Now, Martinez took charge of Portugal in 2023 and his contract was due to expire after the tournament. Now, speaking in the post-match interview with ESPN, he said, "It wouldn't make sense to continue in this role, having also been eliminated in the quarterfinals at Euro 2024. Now, Martinez coached Belgium before he took charge of Portugal and was previously managed Everton, Wigan Athletics, and Swansea. Now, Portugal had one of World Cup's most talented squad, boasting a midfield of Vitinha, João Neves, and Bruno Fernandes, as well as Cristiano Ronaldo in attack. But Martinez denied that elimination in the round of 16 constituted a failure. Martinez also defended his decision to leave Ronaldo, who is 41 years of age, on the pitch throughout the 90 minutes. Let's also tell you that at least 8 coaches have lost their job following their team's elimination at the FIFA World Cup. Yes, Portugal head coach Roberto Martinez is the latest manager to confirm he is stepping down from that role. Now, Martinez revealed this after Portugal's 1-0 defeat to Spain in the round of 16 clash on Monday night. According to him, "My contract ends today. It's the end of a cycle," Martinez told reporters. Now, this is coming after Carlos Queiroz stepped down as Ghana's head coach at the weekend following the Black Stars round of 32 exit at the 2026 World Cup. Now, the other 6 coaches who lost their job after the team's elimination from the World Cup are Julian Nagelsmann of Germany, Sebastian Bakassese of Ecuador, Ronald Koeman of Netherlands, Miroslav Kobek of Czechia, Steve Clark of Scotland, and Yoon Myung-boo of South Korea. Now, let's also tell you, still with the World Cup, Morocco, that's the Atlas Lions of Morocco, has secured a minimum of $31.5 million, equivalent to 44 billion naira in FIFA prize money, after advancing to the quarterfinals of the 2026 FIFA World Cup, probably marking another significant milestone in the country's growing influence on global football stage. Now, the financial reward comes as the Atlas Lions continue an impressive tournament campaign that has seen them emerge amongst the standout teams of the competition. Now, under FIFA's prize distribution structure for the expanded 2026 World Cup, participating nations receive a progressively higher payout with each stage they reach. Now, Morocco booked its place in the last 8 with a commanding 3-0 victory over Canada in the round of 16, setting up a quarter-final showdown against the Le Blues of France. Now, the result not only strengthened the team's pursuit on World Cup glory, but also guaranteed a substantial financial return for the Royal Moroccan Football Federation. Now, should Morocco progress to the semi-finals, its earning will increase further, with additional prize money available at every subsequent stage of the tournament, now culminating in the largest payout for the eventual champions. Now, the latest achievement also builds on Morocco's remarkable rise in world football following its historic semi-final appearance at the 2022 FIFA World Cup in Qatar, where the Atlas Lions became the first African nation to reach the tournament's Final 4. Now, as Morocco prepares for a quarterfinal clash with the Le Blues of France, the team remains in contention for even larger financial reward, with at least $31.5 million already guaranteed, already in the bag, already going to the bank. Now, the country's World Cup campaign has delivered not only sporting success, but also a significant economic boost that could accelerate and continue development of football in Morocco. So, good one for the Moroccan national team. And let's see how it goes for them. More money for them, $31.5 million. Now, if you do the conversion in Naira, even if you're not going to touch it, it's 44 billion Naira. You can imagine if that money is coming to the coffers of the NFF. Please don't ask me any question. Let's just leave it that way. It is Match Day Live. Yes, looking at the round of 16 fixtures that will be concluded later this evening. Yes, today's fixtures, Match Day Live. Argentina will be up against Egypt. Yes, Egypt seems to be... I really don't know. Let's see how it pans out. Well, Egypt take on Argentina. Another African side again for the Argentines. We just wish it goes well. Talking about today's fixtures. Let's also tell you that Switzerland will take on Colombia. Yes, also looking at the round of knockout stages that is going on. So we wish the Pharaohs of Egypt all the best. Mohamed Salah, please lead and lead well and make sure you guys get to the next round so that dollars will be shaking your bank account. And this is where we wrap up Rapid Sport highlight this beautiful Tuesday morning. Yes, on the flip side is the big conversation and definitely Martha and Victor Ake will do justice to that. As for me, Ijoma Victor, do you have yourself a beautiful day ahead? Good morning.